supermarket.
Crikey, dude.
What's all that? You would have been running these back in the day, Chris, surely.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. And I carried the shells out.
Yeah, no, of course. We've got the founding father of Go Past Guides here, Chris Cox. Welcome. Welcome to the channel.
Lovely to have you here, Charlie.
It's good.
Lovely to have you here.
And this is our crew today. And you're going to meet everyone at some point.
Yes.
We've got Sia, who's our head guide.
Our head guide.
Yeah, with a cool steezy sweater that she's stolen from Sam. How to approach that crossing when you come up the other side of the railroad here. Because that is something we won't practice, but it'll be pretty hectic on race day. Yeah. Alright, so everyone watching, if you want to steal my car, that's where the keys are. Cool. Thanks. Okay team, welcome. This is a course preview of the coast to coast run, which is called Goat Pass. It goes up the Deception River and then down the Minga River, from the west coast to the east coast, well, over the main divide of the Southern Alps in New Zealand, the Arthur's Pass. And we have a crew today that we're taking through with Goat Pass guides. So I'm helping guide and Sia's our head guide today. And we're going to basically take this crew through and show them the tricks and tips, give them some training advice and how to cross the river safely and travel through as a crew, so we're all nice and safe and doing it together. It is 2025 right now, so this is the preview for the sort of 25/26 race course and Reccy, because it has changed after recent floods.
On this four-wheel drive road. Yep. Run. And you keep running up there in the corner. And
So it's just past those red rocks there, isn't it?
Yeah. Just past the red. And
so these gates will all be open, obviously.
Yeah.
You just run straight through.
Yeah. And just take it easy here, like you just come off the bike, so just monitor yourself, and it's good to eat here. And as we talked in the, you don't want to be very deep.
So we just had a quick look at the first river crossing in the race, which is just behind me over there. And then you've got to obviously converge onto the trail. So Sia's just explained that, which is, yeah, makes a lot of sense. And quite high water today, but probably will be less later in the summer. So the route does change slightly with the water levels. Anyway, I'll just check in throughout the day. So this is the start. I'm crossing the Deception footbridge. And then we have about 27 kilometres to Grainies. And then the race, there'll be a little bit through the paddocks at the start here and a little bit at the end, which we won't cover today. So you'll just see the main crux of the route. And yeah, any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. We'll try and answer you. And also if you do want to, you know, have a guided run through, it is recommended, especially for your first time or if you're not sure about the river crossings and things. It's just on Go Past Guides, which is the website, so check it out, and we'd love to have you along one of these. But yeah, we'll check in every kilometre or so, or if we get to any sort of key moves or decision making, route finding moves, we'll check in.
You can run up there, or now you can see there. Just keep those markers in mind, and you can just
have a bit of flow. It's a nice trail.
Yes.
So most people I just recommend just start on the trail. So you cross it, in training you obviously come straight through, but in the race cross, join the trail at the, yeah, cross, and then you look for the power pole. Okay, we've just come out of the bush track, hit the first river flats. I'm actually off trail here, the trail's just over to my right. And it's actually turning into, warming up a bit. It was freezing on the last pass. But we're coming out to the first river crossing and I can see in the river there's quite a lot of water. So Sia's been doing some investigation and we're gonna try and find a good line through this river crossing number 1. Right, just finished crossing number 1. And now we're on the rough riverbed. So that's a really good crossing actually, that's much better. Crossing number 2, much better than that first one. We're gonna go get some footage of these guys crossing. Turn slightly. Nice. Nice.
That's great, Sonia. Does that feel good?
Crossing 2 done. Could be, yeah. You can see there's been a deer through here.
You took the track, but that was the thing about if you took the track, you would cross there, but you couldn't see the marker, so it didn't seem obvious with your own intuition at the time.
Yeah.
But we know it. So that means you have to cross above that rapid there.
Yeah.
And see how it narrows.
Yeah.
So if you're not confident with the rail crossing, then you sometimes have to backtrack down here.
Yeah. Like up there on the left, like maybe a kilometre away. We're heading for that. So if some of you guys want to go ahead and just practice that,
Yeah.
picking your way through, it's
Maybe
good chance to practice.
Charlie, or I stay at the back, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll let a few other people go too, just so you can kind of... Alright, we're at the Shingle Fan, which is the first major landmark in my books. Bush track, crossing 1, crossing 2, Shingle Fan. We're at the Shingle Fan, and right now we're actually staying below the fan. So we used to go up and over it sometimes, but we're staying below the Shingle Fan in here. So there's Sonia going up there,
It's always useful
here's the
skill.
crew. Right, we're testing out this new section. There's been heaps of trees falling in here, so we're going up around here, and we're actually, this is a bit sketchy through here, but let's have a look. You probably just want to climb down here, but that rock's pretty loose, I think. Yeah, that's where Sonia's is perfect. It tends to flatten out, like if you see there in the water, I can go down here and I'm not really having to jump over any rocks. Good? Yep, okay. And we're going to move quite fast and down. So we're going to start going down a bit, down, down. Nice. Woo! Yeah, epic. Crossing number 3. So you want to make sure you get on this track because it's pretty good. Oh, here he is. How's it going?
Hey, man.
And then we cut through this little gully. So when you get here, cut through this gully on the right, and then that'll get us to crossing number 4. So this, you kind of see where we are, trees, and then we just head in here like this. You start about there, and then you go rock, rock, you go, and then rock. So we can try, but it's going to get wet. So I'm going to go sort of through here, and then through to there. It's going to be really deep just here. Okay. Nice. And then we can go, if we're strong, here or there. This is more okay, this is more fast. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, tight. Yeah. Look at this blue water, so nice. We're going up and over the Oot route. Little handle or a tree right there. Down here. So when you're at this point in the race, there's that route, don't take that. You go just up this pinch, and then have a look around, scan, and you go down the rocky chute. So down this rocky chute here. Because otherwise we'll get lost up in the bush. Then what I often do is I just jump out here into the gravel and I just walk up the gravel here. But you can go up where Sonia is as well. Doesn't really matter. And then these rocks are super slippery in this creek usually. So be careful. There's a marker there, and then there. Oh yeah. But this is good. It's yeah.
That's pretty common.
Pretty epic.
You don't get many on the North Shore of Sydney though.
This is crossing number 5, because she'll have to cross those boulders, but the crossing she's got's really good.
Yeah, okay.
But let's just try a solo crossing.
Yeah.
And I'll just stick with you guys, and if you need a hand, I'll be there. But yeah, I'll just start just above these rocks here and just straight across. But it always is surprising. It looks like just a trickle, and you feel it on your legs quite a lot.
No, fluid mechanics at university, mate.
Oh, bit of laminated turbulent flow, eh? Yeah, so did I. It was actually one of my favourite papers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, eh? I wanted to get into work, but I never ended up making it.
Fluid mechanics?
Yeah.
Well, it's fluid mechanics, mate. Come here, nautical engineers.
Happy, Emma?
And then go down. Yeah, so just let it start up here, Emma, then start it, so you go a bit down.
Come behind this rock, and then just go from there and just head down to there. Don't be afraid to go down more than you think, especially after halfway. Right, we'll just hold hands.
Okay.
We'll just head down a bit as we go. You can just pull on me when you need me.
Okay.
Like that, that's great. Nice.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay.
Well done. That was easy. Alright, number 6, done.
On a rock, make sure you have a good foothold or good handhold. Yeah. And wash your caps and sunglasses.
Yeah,
Tiny goes first.
you can stand up into a tree because
Yeah.
the hat stops you from seeing it.
Yeah.
Because this goes up and then down. We just go. So that's sort of like a pinch, almost like a mini gorge through that part, and then it widens up again to these nice big river flats. So I'd say that's sort of the first big boulder section, and there's the true big boulder section, which is another hour up. So you go behind that rock if you need to. It's quite comfortable. There's no water there. It's always nice to go behind the rocks.
Behind the rock?
Well, behind is the eddy. Bit more fluid dynamics. Crossing number 7, done. More rocks, those rocks.
Yeah, to keep them red like that. Must be like a constant job.
Yeah.
Painting them red.
I reckon, no. This is your helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like painting the harbour bridge.
Yeah.
Once you finished one end, you got to start back at the start again.
Yeah. So yeah, you can cross just where Sia did. It's probably faster, but this is just quite rough through here. But as long as you're heading for this marker, you're all good. Marker.
Hold on.
We're sort of halfway up the deception now, and we have done 7 crossings because we're on the right hand side, and Dorian's Creek's not too far ahead. A few more little sections and then we're up there, and yeah, I mean, it's still got a long way to go. Actually, we've done 10k, so we're about a third of the way there, and we've been out already 2 hours 38. So, but we've been chatting a bit, hanging around, so probably been stopping and chatting for about half an hour. Anyway, this is the bit you gotta stay to the right as you come up here. Here we go, through there. This is the slingshot tree, and at the slingshot tree, we climb up and over. Slingshot tree, up. Sonia's killing it. So you come up here, slingshot tree, up, around, back up here again. Grab that handhold, grab that tree, and now we're into the forest. Beautiful little Lord of the Rings-esque forest. And then we're gonna get back to the river at some point soon, and then get back onto another little trail once we cross the side stream here. Well, it's actually a flood channel, but once we cross the flood channel, back into the trail straight ahead. Sonia knows where she's going. And that's pretty key. We used to come through there, but it's too much water now, it's too deep. So yeah, a lot of scree has come down into the valley here. If I'm talking heaps, it could be I'm talking to the camera as well, so don't feel like you have to reply to everything. But a lot of scree's come down and it's changed this bit a bit. So we're just gonna see how to get down. But yeah, if you just keep one hand out, it's a bit nicer. So we're going through these big boulders, and then we'll get up to Dorian's Creek in a minute. Give me a hand there. Nice one. You go. How's it going? Well done. Dorian's Creek. Oof. Get fogged up. I don't know if you can hear me very well, but we're just going up through the forest now. Pretty beautiful. I've just stopped to fill up a couple of bottles for the team, and we're past Dorian's Creek, not far from Deception Bivouac, which is a little sort of hut. I guess it's called Deception Hut probably. And then we've got a few more crossings, and then a serious climb, and we'll be up at Goat Pass for lunch. I think it's number 8. We're on this side, so if we're going that way, it must be 8. Here we have one of my favourite crossings of the trip. Nice work. It's not actually too bad, eh? We'll go as all 3 blocks.
Oh yeah, that's
Just a very short bit of swiftness, and we're good. Here we have, this is going to be one of the Targaryen's dragons. We'll hatch that out. And I've just found a walking stick as well. Nice one, Sia. That one's pretty crazy. lives close to me, and he wants. All right, you probably can't really hear me because the river's so loud, but we're in the upper Deception. Vibes are high, and these guys are going through the big boulder section, which I reckon is one of the hardest parts of the course. I'll show you here. Bit of action, quite slippery rocks. Little leap of faith. We're sort of just scrambling our way up here. I think we've done river crossing number... We're on this side of the river, so it must be number 9. So we're coming up to crossing number 10. And then we should just have a couple more until the slog goes up to go past Hut. So yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a halfway check-in, as we've done about 14.6 kilometers on my watch, which is don't know how accurate that is. Hey guys, the track's just here. Sorry,
I wasn't even looking.
you can start going out there, Ella. Emma, sorry. So if you see the white spots, you've gone too far. Dave, this is hidden under the branches here, so it's super hard to see. Yeah. So we sort of come from that marker into the middle of the river, up around the waterfall. So you want to tuck in here and just that's real sketchy. Here's the trail marker. Okay, another chicken. As you can see, it started raining gently, so I put my jacket on, my proper jacket, which is actually mean, really nice on these sort of runs when you're in the actual proper Southern Alps, the alpine environment. I don't really mess around. Like, I always take a really good jacket because you never know when it's going to come in handy, and a good jacket's only these days slightly heavier than like a half, I like to call them sort of half-assed jackets, like a running jacket, which is great for just running on trails and stuff. But when you're in the proper mountains and it can start snowing, or you know, an accident can happen and stuff, so you gotta be prepared. Got the rain jacket on. We are getting up towards our last couple crossings. We are on, I'm starting to lose count. We've either done 9 or we've done 11. It also depends on which routes you take. You can add in 2 more pretty easily. But anyway, we have a couple more crossings to go and then a climb up to go past Hut. We're just sort of going through this technical section of scrub along above the river, and you can actually see Goat Pass up in the cloud just up there on the right. So before that top of that hill, turn right, that's Goat Pass. So yeah, so far not much to report. I've actually just been trying these liquid protein things called Leafed, so I just hit one of those, feeling pretty good. I'll show you what it looks like. Where is it? yeah, testing out these things seem pretty good. I definitely still have my normal biscuits and gels and muesli bars and things, but that's been a nice addition. You know, we're gonna do crossing, let's call it crossing number 12. Yeah, straight through, perfect. We're here with Sonia. She's absolutely killing it today. Just flying, floating like a butterfly over all the rough rocks and stuff. And we've got some river crossing action right here, right now. In summer, well it is summer, but in more summer, that swimming hole's pretty good just there. I've seen drink straight out of these rivers. I've seen some people, I won't name names, skinny dipping in that spot just there. So keep your eyes lowered as you pass the summer bomb spot. Anyway, it's pretty beautiful up in this valley, and I'm trying to think what other tricks and tips I can give you. It is pretty hard route finding. It's easy to make it through from the west to the east to make it through. Not easy, but it's doable. Most people with good level fitness and some good footwork can make it through. But if you want to run it quick and be competitive, you need to know where you're going, and you need to be constantly scanning ahead, trying to figure out what little lines are good, what lines don't go, when you should be in the scrub, when you should be in the riverbed. It's all these subtle little things that just takes practice, and ideally, you know, buddy up with someone, a friend or a guide or someone who can show you the way, especially the first couple of times, just so you get, once you start to get into the flow of it, it's easier. But to start with, it can be pretty overwhelming. But yeah, no other tricks and tips really. I haven't run through here quickly in years, or really ever, but I would love to try and do a fast run at some point. So maybe that'll be the next coast to coast vlog that I do, will be a fast run through Goat Pass. But for now, this is the course recce, so we're just checking out all options. Even spots like this here, like you see, you come around here, you got to do a dog leg and another dog leg. But if you want to hop up there, sometimes over a whole day those things add up, but you have to be strong enough to be able to do them without getting sore legs. So it's a bit of a compromise, just figure that out and what works for you. We're gonna head up now to Goat Pass, final river crossing coming in hot. I reckon there's probably some animals watching us up there, so hunters, good spot. Last crossing of the deception, number 13. We somehow have got less than I expected today, but last crossing with the gang, and then we're going to go up to the hut. Wow, just as the rain starts coming in. This is insane. It would kind of be hard to run through here without looking around, but I think if you are racing, you won't have time to stop and look. I know there's a tricky corner coming up where people get lost. Let's see if Brett nails it. Yeah, whoa, it's actually up. Yeah, we've met. Many of us have been down that path before. So when you get to that crossing there, Brett, you look up this hill and you're sort of heading for this point, this bush on the spur here. So that's sort of, so you understand where you're going.
We'll just keep going up.
Yeah, basically. Come up the grunt, the first pinch, and then you go through the paperback trees into here, the Dr. Seuss trees, and then you just follow the stream. So you get into the stream, which is real high at the moment, or Mum will be correcting me, really high I should say. And then yeah, you follow the stream up, And we pretty much stay in and out of the stream all the way to the hut, basically. How's that up there? Either way, this way's not that good either. But if you're small, you can go underneath. Six half a dozen. You going for the over top or under? Yeah. That's how you should do it. Emma's showing us how it's done. So it's a bit of a free-for-all up this creek, but there are some little hotlines once you start getting creative. You've got to keep your eyes up, scanning, and every time you see a little bush track, I usually take it. Okay, we're nearing the top of the Goaty Creek, which goes up. Well, it's not actually the Goaty Creek. This is what I call it. This is the key move. Which way are you gonna go? You got it. 10 points to Gryffindor. I feel like we're gonna be at the hut in about 30 seconds. Hopefully someone's got the kettle on. Hot cup of tea. We'll be laughing all the way down the Minga. I reckon the hut is about 2/3 of the run. That's why, in terms of effort. Don't know about distance or time, but in terms of sort of being mentally 2/3 of the way there, it's a nice little marker. And Franklin, Oates. This is the main divide of the Southern Alps. So literally, once I'm standing behind the hut here, we have 1 foot on the west coast, 1 foot on the east coast. And you can tell which side we're on right now because it's raining. That means we're on the west coast. Here we are, Goat Pass hut. A couple of nice little flask bottles there. We'll just wait here for Sia. Nice work. The crux. Good effort. Good work. Whoa, excited to warm up. Okay, we're saying goodbye to the deception and we're going east. Take the wagons to the east, son. And look, guess what? It's sunny on the east. Yeah, we're gonna get a tan. Yeah, baby. This is one of the favourite sections, the boardwalks. Pretty famous. Get a few photos as you come through here, and you can actually run without feeling like you're putting in too much effort because it's finally the first smooth surface that we've seen for probably 5 hours. So here we go. And at this point it's a good chance to have some food and water while you're on these sort of things. Oh, I'm running the Vita Fresh, Vita Sport electrolyte stuff. Get a few sachets, take that tramping or running or biking. Actually racing Europe with that, I take it over for my European World Cups. When I'm biking, I just put it in my back pocket and then before the stage, drop it in the bottle, hit that, zhuzh yourself up with a bit of salts and sugars. Got the whole gang. Nice. 1 HB coming in hot. Look at that puppy. Mmm. Get some mayonnaise. I'll show you the waterfall. Here we are, the Minga Biv. Nice. Freshly upgraded. I did some work on it recently.
What's that place?
What's that?
What's that place called?
It's called the Minga Biv. This is the Minga Valley.
Okay.
That's the deception we came up, Goat Pass. This is the Minga,
Yeah.
Minga Biv.
Right.
It's just like a sort of emergency shelter. Okay. Good? Yep. Yeah. Right, so we're on the true right of the river, which means we've done one crossing up the Minga so far. Another couple to go. So a lot of people head down the river here, but you got to hold right and go up this track just here. There's a tree snake. No service. I was going to text the boss to tell him we're coming.
That was nothing.
Yeah.
It really, you know,
You just felt fine.
took nothing out of me really much at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's such low impact, right?
Yeah.
Just told Sonia to go ahead, but I hope she went the right way. And then you like sort of caught your like toe and then you went forwards. Like you could easily go down there. Not good. All right, we're on the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. We have got down into the flat bottom. This is a skateboard term, but we're off the vert on the flat bottom. This is the home stretch. A couple of K out to Granny's shelter. And then the race is a few more K. But everyone's been killing it. Super good crew today. And good conditions, quite high rivers, which is good practice. And we just got this little trail we're going to follow basically the whole way down. Maybe do 3 or 4 river crossings. Probably 4 because we're going to finish on the right. But then we'll also cross the Barely, so maybe 5. Anyway, we'll keep you posted. Everyone happy? So that's crossing number 2 of the Minga. Sorry? Yeah. So we're working our way down the Minga right now, and it's changed a little bit just from being washed out. So we're just going to have a little peek and see what we're dealing with here. We'll try go over, because it looks like quite good running. That's quite rough down there. Crossing number...
Passenger says, you know, he goes, how do you know you just didn't pick up a serial killer? And the driver goes, what are the chances of 2 serial killers being in the same car at the same time?
So yeah, if it gets too strong, just walk down like this, and then you hardly feel the water. We have basically made it. One more tunnel, I'll take you to the tunnel to go, and then we're at Granny's car park. Yeah, barrel. Woo. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That's the Coast to Coast preview 2026. Looking pretty good. It's definitely changed a bit with that recent flooding, so definitely a few of those side creeks is what I noticed the most, have washed a lot of scree out. So you either have to sort of climb up and around them or stay low. And then it'll get better and better as the summer progresses, because the main river will smooth out and it will recede, and then it should be a bit easier to run around those screes. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. And obviously we couldn't show you all of it, because otherwise you'd be watching a 7-hour long video. So yeah, hit us up with any questions, or if there's anything you want to know about the course. And thanks for watching. See you next time.